Hey, what's up, PracTacular Home Crew? Welcome to my Tuesday here at 8,000 feet. We got a little snowflakes flurrying on us, but we're heading into the shop, and today it is all about learning how to hang drywall. Okay, so if you've never measured, marked, cut, and installed drywall before, this will be the session for you to check out. And again, the challenge question is, hey, can I teach high schoolers and yourself how to do this with simple tools in a matter of, 10 or 15 minutes. It's pretty straightforward, simple tools, but this is really going to test their measuring and marking skills, because the accuracy of the cutting and installing when you have existing plumbing and electrical and other things in your wall throws down the challenge. So let's head into the shop, show you the beauty shot, and then we'll pick it up and see where we go. Yeah, man, it's cold today. So that's to sunrise. I don't know if you can see it, but there's little crystals, little flakes floating. But as we come back around to the mountain, yeah, that's why. We got this big old storm front hanging right over the hill, and it's a little gray today.
Yeah, baby, it's drywall time. Check this out. If you have not worked with drywall, AKA, otherwise known as sheetrock, gypsum board, rock, all right? Multiple names for the same thing, but it's the material that is on the inside of 98%, I'm gonna say, of every home in the Western Hemisphere. It's just what we've done since post-World War II. We had to build houses quickly and build them well, and we came up with a gypsum board material that took place of lath and plaster, and all of a sudden, it's everywhere. And so it's super important as a DIY home person that you understand what this material is, and so you can fix it, repair it, add it, whatever you need to do. So we're gonna start with numero uno, basic. How in the world do we cut this stuff? Because it comes in these massive 4x8 sheets, and let's say you just need to do a little patch or something. So you gotta take the big sheet and turn it into small chunks, and then I'll teach you how we're gonna install it and make it look pretty. But today is all about the question, hey, do I do it with this tool, the classic utility knife, or do I cut it with a saw? Because it would make a whole lot more sense. Let's take a look. The answer to the question is utility knife. To make our large rough cuts, we're simply going to use a standard utility knife. And I say that, but this is not standard because this is one of my favorite all-time tools, and I won't geek out on you right now about it, but this is what we got to have. Nice, sharp, clean blades. That's the ticket. Okay, to making a nice clean cut through the paper. Yes, that's right. Gypsum board is basically crushed up chalk or gypsum smashed between two pieces of paper, pressed and baked at a 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and it creates a hardboard that we can use to surface the interior of our homes. Therefore, I'm going to show you how we cut it using this and using a simple T-square for a straight edge, and voila, we're gonna make our cuts. So let me bring you a little closer and then we'll see how it goes. All right, this is the classic 4-foot long T-square, because it looks like a T, all right? But the nice thing about this is it gives us a perfect 90-degree inside corner, which is what we're gonna use if we need to, say, for example, cut this big sheet in half. So 4 feet, we're gonna cut it down to, 8 feet, we're gonna cut it down to 4 feet so we can create a smaller combination. So here's how it goes. All right, so first thing we gotta do is set up our 4-foot mark, which is pretty straightforward, because if we take our T-square and go horizontal and we put it on the edge of our 4x8 sheet, I can just come straight over and at the end right here, take my pencil, make a mark, and now I've got a 4-foot marker on our board, which then we're going to make this vertical cut. We transition and we rotate this so that it's sliding against the topped finished edge. Super important. Square edge to a square tool creates a 90-degree square cut. Kind of good. Now here's where it kind of gets fun. Then we're going to take our super cool utility knife, push it all the way out until it locks because we need full blade. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to follow the straight edge and cut through just the front surface of the paper. We don't have to push hard. We don't have to make multiple grooves. We just need to cut through that first paper layer, and then I'll show you the fun part where we break it and then we cut it from the backside. That's it, super simple. Mark it, straight edge, score it, break it, cut it from the backside. Those are your steps. So here we go. A couple things about the utility knife. When you're actually cutting, you don't want to go 90 degrees to the surface. You want to angle the tool downwards so as you're pulling, the sharp edge of the blade is actually cutting the paper and not pushing and tearing. We don't want pushing and tearing, we want cutting. That's why we need to have it nice and clean and sharp. That is good. Let me show you what it looks like when it's not. There is kind of starting to get dirty and gummed up with the gypsum board, and after maybe 8-10 cuts, we're going to have to flip this thing around and keep our blades sharp. So on this particular brand, which is my fave, because it makes it really quick, I push that yellow button right there, and I can flip the blade around, lock it in place, bada bing, it's back in business. So nice clean blade, here we go. So I got it set up on my line. I'm a right-hand tool operator. So the T-square is on my left. I'm gonna hold it at the top, and here's my little tick. We're gonna put our foot right down here at the bottom to hold the 4-foot side so that we can keep this thing nice and straight. Because we're going to make our first cut, we're going to start right on the edge, and we're going to pull down about 10 inches. And then we're going to stop. And then we're going to go down on one knee, and we're going to pull another 10 inches. And then we're going to move our hand down, and we're pressing and holding, and then we're going to cut another 10 inches or so. Now here's the ticket. If I keep going, cha-bam, I'm going to bash my knuckles on the concrete. So I take my knife, I rotate it vertically, and then I'm going to start from the bottom and pull up until I connect the line, put my knife away, pull my straight edge away, and there's my score line. Perfecto. Here's how we break it. So we pull away from our wall. We're going to lift on both sides and turn it into a V shape. That's all there is to it. Okay? Score it. Now we're going to come around from the inside, and I don't need to draw a line because I can see the angle, but I'm going to open my blade. I'm going to turn the tool upside down, and I'm going to pull from the back side all the way up, and voila, that's how we cut drywall, baby.